Wonder what river we're following now. This is gorgeous. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. I shot this video, I don't know what day it is. What day of the week is it? Trying to think. Today is Tuesday. For you guys, it's Wednesday. Right? Monday, Tuesday. Yeah. Today's Tuesday. A little bit of an awkward angle there, huh? If I rotate it, I did say I like this angle, but you guys can't see the road. If I rotate it further, still can't see the road, so maybe it's not such a great angle. But it is a nice angle for looking outside. Or out of the left window. So yeah, I wasn't expecting to get unloaded here today. I wouldn't have spent that extra half hour at the rest area. Well, if I hadn't spent the extra half hour at the rest area, I wouldn't have known where to go. But I would have taken this highway to Sandpoint, and I'm sure I would have cell service there. So maybe I wouldn't have taken the half hour at the rest area and still been okay. Little viewpoint. A lot of the times when there's traveling along a beautiful river, you get short little viewpoints like that. Just a little taste of what beauty lies beyond. We're approaching the Idaho border here. We'll be pulling into Idaho, leaving Montana momentarily. Be the last road in Montana. Border should be right about here somewhere. The road changes in texture right here, so I'm guessing that's where the border is. Speed limit 50. Okay, why are you swearing at me? I hate when that thing swears at me. It gives me a heart attack. I don't know what I was going to say. I was going to say something and then the stupid GPS gave me a heart attack. I don't know why I run both GPSs sometimes, but I do. The built-in GPS to the truck I have all the way zoomed out, and then my GPS I've got the actual routing on. But every now and then the built-in GPS gives me a heart attack. cars. Bumpy road for sure. Railroad trusses. Oh no, one's a railroad truss and the other one's actually a vehicle bridge. They take old cars here. Clark Fork. I got a thank you. See that? The sign gave me a thank you. Restaurants are definitely open here. Okay, there's no sign of any social distancing in Idaho up here. Nice little town. I like it. I like this town. Nope, no boats, kayaks, or canoes on me, so I don't have to pull over. What would they do if I pulled in there? There's not enough room for, well, maybe there's enough room for me to pull in there. Because you'd think a big rig hauling this stuff needs to pull in as well. Lightning Creek. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but it says on the GPS Lake Pendoriel or O'Reilly. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I'm coming up beside a lake. Lots of swampland here, so it's definitely the shallow end of the lake. Lots of swampland. This is beautiful. millions of lily pads blooming, some beautiful yellow flowers there. And we got some raindrops. I can take a good rainfall here, wash the windows, get those bugs off. I'd be okay with that. If I were to place the camera, I'd place it by a different place, because the wipers do a really good job of washing certain sections of the windshield, but not the section where I put the camera. So next truck I get, I'm going to test out where the windshield wipers wash the windows the best before mounting the camera. Oh yeah, this is a huge lake. Well, small compared to the Great Lakes, but you know what I mean. It's a big lake. My impression would be Okanagan Lake. Same feel to it. This is fun. Have never seen this scenery before. Of these, it looks like a lot of bays and stuff too, so it looks like there's lots of secluded areas where you can hunker down and relax with on your boat, or probably a lot of shallow sections, so shallower sections are perfect for kayaking and canoeing, and then the bigger open areas are perfect for your speed boats, your tubing and skiing, and swampier area is probably good for fishing, and it might be a good multi-purpose, multi-use lake. Point of interest. I'm interested. I feel like pulling over and reading. It looked like a lot of pictures of different ducks. Recreation is almost on an island. Don't give me this light drizzle stuff. Give me some real rain. I would enjoy some real rain, please. Downpour, add a little hail in there, I'd be okay with that. I know somebody's going, careful what you ask for. sometimes you get what you ask for. And we should be back beside the lake again over here. Yeah, I see it there between the trees. Hope. We're in the town of Hope. Ah, it's a huge marine here. Hope Marine. Including kayak rentals. Under the speed limit. One click up. Wouldn't want to be accused of going under the speed limit. I like going on speed limit. Man, this is definitely a beautiful place. I can see a lot of tourism here, that's for sure. A lot of cabins. A lot of mansions, cabins and mansions along the side of the lake. No, there's definitely an island there, and lots of cabins on the island. More than cabins, there's some big houses on there. That's got to be expensive to build a house there. Everything has to be put onto a barge and transported over. Oh, the bridge. I'm trying to figure out why a bridge here. The bridge is actually to go over the train track. The only reason the bridge is there is for the train track. Ah, the drops are getting a little bigger. No lightning and thunder though. No hail. Didn't quite ask what I wanted. I'm getting more rain, that's good. Man, these are just beautiful, beautiful viewpoints along here. You know what this makes me think I want to do with this road? Motorcycle. This seems like a road a motorcycle belongs on. On a motorcycle, you remove the A post, the B post, you just have huge visibility. Wherever you look, move your head, you got open, free visibility. I find when I'm on a motorcycle, I see so much more of the natural surroundings. Because there's nothing in your way. No hood, no dashboard, it's just all open. Squeaky wiper is going to bother me. It's not an old wiper, it's fairly new. Not the smoothest road though, fairly bumpy. Another shallow area of the lake. I haven't looked on the map or anything. I haven't seen, but I'm assuming there's a hydroelectricity dam at the end of this lake. Because it doesn't quite feel like a natural lake, but I might be wrong. I've been wrong before. Yeah, see there's some tree roots and tree stumps down there in the shallow sections, which is once again screaming dam. There used to be a forest here until it got flooded out. River. Huh, Pack River. Did they use this river to move all their packs upriver? Like a pack mule, it's a pack river. Toss all your packs into the canoes and have them packed up while you hike up. I don't know. The Idaho Club. Sounds expensive. If I honk, they might look in their mirror. Not sure where the two police cars are headed to, but train. Looks like it's likely a coal train. Can't see the tracks beside us, they're a little too far away. We're almost to Sandpoint here. Lots of snow up on those mountains still. In Sandpoint, we'll turn off the Highway 200 onto Highway 95 southbound, and we'll head through Idaho, make our way towards Washington. Load there in Spokane. Head back into Canada, deliver there. So I made 2 deliveries today, I guess. I delivered in Trail first thing in the morning, and I delivered over here in Montana. Well, not here anymore, we're in Idaho now, but delivered in Montana. And tomorrow we'll make a delivery fairly early in the day. Oh, town of Kootenai. I didn't know there was a town of Kootenai. So there's town of Kootenai before we get into Sandpoint. no engine brakes allowed. I'll turn them down to the first setting, to the lowest setting. I'm empty. I'll use them on the lowest setting. So I guess it's a bunch of small little communities here. Kootenai and then Ponderay and then Sandpoint. So probably these small villages that have all been kind of grown together and become one bigger city. I think I'll stay in this lane. If the signs, if I'm reading the signs correctly, I'm going to stay in this lane. Well, it looks like both lanes would have gone forward. I know it's a green light. Come on, automatic. Grab a gear. Okay, so it merges back together over here. So I could have gone on the outside and then merged in. Would have been nicer to that vehicle if they could have passed me on the correct side. But I was going according to the signs. Here comes another police car, I believe. Something's going on. Through traffic, keep left. I'm not really through traffic though, but I want to make a left-hand turn here, so I'm going to stay left.
In 1/2 mile, turn left on US 95. Turn left at the traffic light.
Okay, now we drive across the lake. I'm totally speeding, not by a lot, but a little bit.
Continue on US 95.
right hand side there's a cool bridge. I bet that's a bunch of little stores or something like that. It just seems like it'd be perfect for a bunch of small little gift stores and little restaurants, stuff like that. But it's called the Cedar St. Bridge Shopping and Dining Public Market. Seems like a place I would like to visit. Not necessarily spend a lot of money, but a place I would like to visit. We'll rotate you guys again so you can see the lake. Oh, some big bumps. They're doing here. Looks like they might be working on the railroad. Definitely dusty. Here they did something cool. When they rebuilt this bridge across the lake, they left the old bridge up and made it into a walkway. So that right in front of us is the old bridge, and now we turn to go onto the new bridge. And they built them side by side, put up some benches along there. And in the summer you see people walking over the bridge all the time. Walking, biking, rollerblading. Well, I'll catch up with you guys further down the road. See what we're up to. Once we're all loaded up and possibly even delivered back in Canada. I'm not sure if they have a load lined up for me there because I'm running way ahead of schedule. So I might end up having tomorrow evening off. Or they might have a load lined up and I'll keep running and I will just have made an extra delivery, and means more money in my pocket. More money in my boss's pocket. It's kind of a win-win-win. Still in the US, but I got loaded in Spokane. Not first thing in the morning. I got loaded at 7:30 in the morning. At 6 o'clock I saw trucks starting to show up there. Well, the first truck I saw was at 5 something. I woke up and it's like, okay, back to bed. Let them do their thing. So at 6 o'clock I went to the office and they're like, the person that does the customs paperwork won't be in until between 7 and 7:30. Like, okay. So at 7:15, I didn't pull into the yard because there was space, but I'm like, they're not expecting me to be here first thing in the morning, so I'll first go talk to them before I pull into the yard. They've got 5 parking spots there for semis to load. And I'm like, if my paperwork's not ready, I don't want to be taking up a space. They're really busy there, so. The reason I'm shooting this is to show you my rear view mirror. Turn your lights on. I cannot see you if you don't have your lights on. I may make a lane change right into you if you don't have lights on. Turn your lights on. But yeah, I went in at 7:10, walked to the office, and sure enough, she was in. Gave her a few minutes to get the paperwork together, and then by 7:30, I was getting loaded. And honestly, my passenger mirror is a lot worse than my driver mirror. I'm not sure why. It must be more water on that side. But passenger mirror is completely useless. I can't even see the load. Which makes the right-hand side more dangerous, like always. Right-hand side is not a safe place for you to be. It's not raining super hard, but you can see how the visibility behind us just disappears. Yeah, right now we are northbound on 95. We just passed that amusement park. Whatever it's called. Silverwood, maybe? See that vehicle behind us has their lights on. I can start seeing them. All you see is one light's a little brighter than the other, but all you see is two lights way back there. Running mirror heat, so that's keeping a lot of the moisture off the mirror. Without the mirror heat, it'd be much worse. And then when it rains heavy rain, you can see even less. Or I'm going to see if I can show you guys the passenger mirror. Don't know if you guys can see that, but it's pretty much useless. Anyway, figure I'd share that with you guys. So we're in Idaho. Again. Okay, so let's go a quick recap of everything that's happened today so far. First thing in the morning, well, not first thing, but 7:30 in the morning, I loaded in Spokane. And I took this highway, 95, went to Creston, unloaded in Creston at 11:30. And then ran empty back into Idaho. Went to, I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce it, but Moy Creek? No. Where did I pick this up from? Doesn't sound right. Moy Springs. Just east of Bonners Ferry. Just a couple miles. 5 or 6 miles, and picked up a load of wood pellets, you know, for the fire stove. Had to tarp the load. Went back to Bonners Ferry, Stopped at the scale there, took my half-hour break. And now we're headed to Canada for the second time today. So they did give me an extra load today. So because I was running so far ahead, they gave me this load right here as an extra run. Unload this load tomorrow morning. Dispatch says at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. And then I'm headed empty over Kootenay Pass and loading at Klesnikov and delivering to Structurlam in OK Falls. I think OK Falls. Might be Oliver, but I think it's OK Falls. Didn't read it that carefully. Because we're in a different time zone here in the morning, it's good to know that as soon as I'm unloaded, I can just boogie towards Klesnikov, get loaded there. And that rain did a great job of washing all the bugs off, but the bugs are coming back. Horse. What a beautiful green, clean feel to this place after the rain. This road is surprisingly small and narrow for how busy it is. There are a lot of big rigs on this highway. Anything going from Alberta into the US. I'm not sure where they're all running, but they take Highway 3 all the way to border here in the 95 down to Spokane, then I'm assuming they take I-90 to wherever they want to bring us. So many cattle on this highway. Trees are certainly blooming beautiful. White big balls of fluff. My paperwork ready. $16 miles to the border. now that I have a Montana permit, I think I have all the permits I need that I've ever needed. I've got all the permits now except for wide load permits. Those only last for a month, and then you need new ones. Next permits to run out. Well, no, next, they're not really permits. The next, it's my actual insurance on the truck and trailer runs out end of July. So that's the next thing I gotta worry about. Beautiful blue skies. Still some clouds, but I think we're done with the rain for the day. It's interesting, there's a customs officer parked up there. There was another customs officer parked at the scale. And then there was another one parked just before the border. Feels like they're looking for something. Back into the trees. Trying to think what they might be doing. They're all on their phones. I don't know if they're taking pictures of us or timing us, see if how long it takes us to get from point A to point B, or they're definitely up to something. So I don't normally see them do that. Probably gotten away without tarping this load. But they're all wrapped in plastic, and the plastic might be tearing apart. Even though it's a short run, the plastic might tear apart. It's like, what, an hour and a half of a run? Probably get a short run bonus on this one. One galloping bump. Okay, when did I cross the border back into the US? I'm gonna ask how long I was gone for. I unloaded at 11:30, so it's only about, well, I started unloading at 11:30. Now it's around 1 o'clock. I'd say right around 1 o'clock. So by the time I get to the border, it'll be just over 3 hours. Hopefully we'll get some more rain tomorrow. I'll untarp this tonight. I'm gonna arrive a little after 5:30 maybe. So hopefully the parking lot is empty and I can just park in the customer parking area. Untarp there. Then tomorrow morning I can just take the straps off in the yard and unload and then head over the mountain again. That's a good plan. After untarping, of course, I got to pull out the laptop and play some farming sim, right? That swamp actually has some farm equipment sitting on it. I wonder if it used to not be a swamp. Maybe there used to be some farmland in there. It's definitely a swampy area of the country here. Yeah, earlier when I was going down, that was what, around 1 o'clock I said? yeah, 1 o'clock, there had to be like 15 cattle trailers. It's just one cattle trailer after another. It's always every day at about the same time you see all these cattle trailers coming through, because they all leave at the same time and unload. Not exactly the same time, but they're all one after another. Excuse me. So we know there's at least one big rig in front of us because we saw his forward flashers. We were slower climbing than he was. See if he's in front of us at the border. It might be a long line too, but earlier when I crossed before lunch, there was no lineup. No lineup coming into Canada, huge lineup going into the US. Just the time of day. To the border, the Good Grief store. It's called Good Grief. It's a bit of a funny name for a store. Actually small, like a little mini village, almost has a little Wild West feel to it right at the border. There's a duty-free shop there, and I think there's a post office there as well. bit of a lineup. So there's only that one truck in front of us. Oh, I was wrong, 2.
On the left.
Hi, how are you?
Always good.
Where's home?
Penticton.
How long in the U.S.?
I crossed about 3 hours ago.
Where did you go?
I went to Moy Springs just to pick up this load.
Okay, did you cross this at Eastport there?
Yep.
Any fever, cough, shortness of breath?
Nope.
Did you buy or acquire any other goods?
None at all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
We're across. Pull over to the side here to do the paperwork on the e-log that needs to be done for crossing a border. You never want to be that guy right there. If you have to back your trailer up to be inspected in there, it's not a good day. Told they suspect you of naughty things if they pull you in there.
Turn right on Highway 95.
Okay, this will just take a second. Okay, clocks. We crossed the border. Yes. We are now under Canadian hours of service. Okay, e-log is done. Change the settings on my GPS to kilometers instead of miles. And I've misplaced my phone. I left it in the back when I was playing a laptop, or else I'd be changing the SIM card in that too. But that's okay. It can stay. In the US mode until we stop. Switch the SIM card then. Yeah, no lineup at all on the US side. This on the trucks going to the US now. Gate Bridge.
Continue on Highway 95.
Covered up the 90-kilometer speed limit sign here. And they had these two signs ahead of us are big COVID inspection signs. Anybody that was not a commercial vehicle had to stop at this inspection here and check in. And they've covered it all up and disappeared, so they're no longer doing those checks anymore. Yeah, there used to be an RV over here, a bunch of patrol vehicles. It's all gone. Notice they've kept the signs there for now and just covered them up. I think they're going, you know what, we're going to keep them up just in case there's a second spike. Alright, let's see if this scale is open in 9 kilometers. I've gone through this scale twice today already, so this would be the third time if it's open. Set cruise control, sit back and enjoy the scenery. It's kind of nice when there's no lineup. Customs is just lickety split. Go right on through. I'm surprised you didn't ask if anyone was with me. So I usually ask if someone's with me, because I think their computers tell them that I travel with Jess. And most of the time, that's how custom goes. Nice and smooth like that, just a few questions, and off I go. Every now and then, they will pull you over to the side and they'll do a quick inspection of the truck. Take 15 minutes, half an hour. And then, even more rarely, I have to spend hours figuring out the paperwork. But that happens very rarely where there's a problem with the paperwork or the broker did something wrong and entered something wrong for the paperwork and they can't clear it. But most of the time, that's how the border crossing goes. Just a quick little check, ask a few questions, and off I go. Ooh, some Canadians sitting down there. Look, the way she was sitting on the ground, it looked like she was sitting on a nest. But I say she. Do the males sit on nests as well? I don't know. I don't know how the Canadian geese. Nest. Closest comparison I have is tame ducks, domesticated ducks. All right, I think one or two more corners and we've got the scale. If we kept going straight on this road, we would end up going Highway 3 towards Lethbridge. But we want to make a left-hand turn and take Highway 3 to Creston. And if I don't say this, somebody might comment going, why would I take this border crossing to get to Creston instead of the border crossing that's much closer in Creston itself and not detour around here for a half an hour detour. It's all about where I'm legally allowed to cross with a load. Totally missed that 70. Closed. Ha! I don't have to go through it for the third time.
In 700 meters, turn left on Highway 3.
Let's not miss another speed limit. Let's get the 50.
Highway 3.
The scale in Bonners Ferry I had to take 3 times today, but this one only twice today.
Continue on Highway 3.
Well guys, I think I'll leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate your support by dropping in so many comments, so many questions, and all the thumbs ups, and of course all the subscriptions. Thank you. You guys absolutely rock. You guys enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. I'll see you tomorrow. can't run tomorrow. I'll probably go home tomorrow evening. Things change, but as of right now, my plan is to go home tomorrow evening. Adios, guys.